Hello, we're back with another interview of SR Socially Relevant Film Festival Dialogues. And this time we have with us David Safarian, who came all the way from Armenia to be with us at our 5th annual edition of the film festival with a wonderful film called Hot Country, Cold Winter. Maybe David can tell us a little bit about what the story is about.
The story is about us. The story is about
People.
Yeah, and it's on one hand, it was shot all complete in Armenia, in very special, near absurd circumstances, let's say. But it's worldwide, everywhere. When something is hard, when the circumstances are so unhuman, it's not easy to keep your human being face. And my protagonists, and they have their prototypes, they all were able to do that. They stay human being in this unhuman circumstances. This is what about the film is. And you know, yesterday you were introducing and you said that it's over 20 years of work. Yeah, that's not a number to be proud of, but this was the reality.
Yeah. Well, it must be said that the film is a story that depicts a very difficult and transitory period between the independence of the republics of the Soviet Union and the breakdown of the Soviet Union back in 1991. And as we know, it was a period of blockades, it was a period of lack of fuel, it was a period of war. So under the circumstances, the lives of people were very difficult, let alone filming something. So, so that is the main reason why it can drag on.
You know, on one hand, this is just the background where the story about man and woman is told. On the other hand, all this is another protagonist in the film.
Exactly, exactly.
And as you said, of course, there was a lack of financing. The first money I got from Hubert Bals Fund of Rotterdam Film Festival, then waiting for a long time some state support, which was very little money. Then a miracle happened to me. I met a person whose name is Werner Helbig in Germany. This is really as a miracle, as a fairy tale. He said, I would like to see this film. And that's how it becomes that the film was completed, that the film was here. And I appreciate so much the spectators yesterday, how they were breathing with the film, how it was. I was so emotional. I am so thankful for that.
I think it was very touching. It was a packed house and everybody was kind of breathing along with the heartbeats of the film and following. And what in the description you say near absurd circumstances in the description of the film. And when we see the juxtaposition of the puppets with the real people and the snow and the cold and those pipes that are finally delivered so that people have heating, you know, when they're sitting, are so cold that they are breaking down the hardwood floor to burn it in a stove, in a handmade stove, so that they can have the basics of human existence. Fortunately, in this country, we never have experienced anything like that, but any country that has gone through a war knows that how difficult it could be.
Better not to experience that, but anyway, that is why it's not just an Armenian story. It is about that really when these circumstances are near absurd, are so unhuman, and it is so hard to keep your human being face. But my protagonists, who has, they have all their prototypes, those people were able to keep their human being face in this and abnormal, as I said in description, near absurd circumstances. How it comes, you know, the idea of the film is Jana Drus, my co-author of the script, the main actress, my collaborator, my wife, and then she wrote the first draft of the screenplay, and then this was the start, and the final you have seen yesterday on my amazing New York premiere.
It's really great. We're so happy for you, because it must be mentioned that, yes, it took you 20 years to make this film, but you're not an apprentice, and you have made so many beautiful films before, won many awards. So the circumstances of this particular film, because of the nature of its story, and also it says something about your resilience, about your not giving up, you're continuing to really stick to it, so finally to bring us this wonderful piece. And of course the film is nominated for Best Film, and we are going to discover that soon enough. And Jana is nominated for Best Actress, so hopefully we'll see what happens there.
It's a new information for me.
Yeah, that's great. We're breaking out the information, breaking news. So what is your next project? Tell us a little bit about what you're got in the pipelines.
Yeah, there is, as we said, it's a near absurd circumstances, but it's a very real film, and I am a realist. I know that I am not going to live 200 years, so I should make my next films as short in time as it's possible. So there is another very big project, which is a fairy tale. And one almost ready in a connection with Marcel Marceau, because in 2005 I had a kind of conversation like that with him, which was fixed, which is shot on 35mm.
Wow.
It's not going to be a documentary, it's going to be a special genre film with pantomime, with document, with fiction, with some moments where you really can't really realize if this is Marceau of this, or this is the actor acting Marceau, or all that. So that's one of two big projects, and another smaller one is which is written especially for my main actors, Yana Drus and Ashota Damian, and the other one who is acting the artist in my film, Vigen Stepanyan. And this film is so it's easy in production, I believe, but it's not easy with
There's
its
no
message.
easy film, I know.
You know, this I should say. When you thought about, okay, when it was the premiere of The Lost Paradise in Armenia, and in Rotterdam, and at the interview they said, but isn't it hard to make film in Armenia? There was a map behind me. I said, listen, show me just the point where it is easy to make film worldwide. I will go and make there. There are different
That's very,
difficulties.
very true, very true. And we applaud your effort, and we applaud the efforts of all the filmmakers who stick to their guns and make finally the movies that are really beautiful pieces that make the socially relevant film festival relevant. Because otherwise, without films and without good directors, we don't have a film festival. Thank you very much, David, for making traveling all the way from Moscow, coming here and showing us and
From
sharing
Yerevan
through Moscow, coming and sharing this film with us, and it's really beautiful. Thank you, and we wish you all the best with your next project.
Thank you, Nora. Thank you for your festival. Thank you for your real professional hospitality, a film hospitality.
Thank you so much.